think the bull run started how we expected, and then we've had this like big dip earlier in the year, like a mini bull market, and now we've kind of like we got back up, we tagged 69, and like, but it doesn't feel like 2017. It probably does if you're
No.
trading Solana and shit like that, but in Bitcoin terms, it doesn't feel like 2017 at all.
Oh, absolutely not, right? And you can even go back to January 2020, right? Because like first quarter, we had that COVID scare, and like this thing whipped down like crazy. And I think actually the markets there's a bit of a hangover of that, right? Because like I remember seeing on-chain accumulation happening all through that COVID dip, and it was a wicked dip, right? 10,000 down to eventually below four, I think, on BitMEX,
Yep.
like 3.7 or something crazy over like
Hmm.
48 hours, and actually a lot of people were scooping up coins as an inflation hedge, and as it turned out later, and that it led us into 2021 of this explosion, and it's a different game in town and different players in town. That brought in very high net worth people, hedge funds, the Michael Saylors of this world, of corporate treasuries, sovereign, beginning of sovereign wealth, mutual funds like New Zealand's mutual funds, retirement funds came in. Like, so it sort of hit the big leagues. And now we've got this mainstream adoption happening, and very sophisticated, markets that traditional markets are used to. We've got futures very well developed. We've got ETFs. So all manner of different instruments, options, that's now very mature. So that's not 2017. 2017 was very simple, spot trading. It's like you buy, you buy on Kraken, you might start seeing it into Kraken or Coinbase, and then if you were to buy some like altcoins, you would, withdraw your Bitcoins, and then you'd buy altcoins with your Bitcoins. And even that's changed, because now that's all done on Ethereum, and some of these newer protocols, and that's all done by smart contracts. So
Hmm.
all that volume's gone. Like, just the whole behavior is different, and maybe the altcoins are pumping in a bull market like they always do, but it's even that's quite different. And the stuff that is reaching the top 10 is now, legitimately got network effects, and people building actually useful things with it. Yeah, it's completely different. Whereas 2017 is full of, that was like the dot-com bubble, pie in the sky ideas. People were raising money off photocopied white papers, so yeah, it's a different era right now, and it's like, well, this is our mainstream year where we're across the chasm in the Western world. What is it? Is it 13.5% of the population getting exposure? That's the chasm, and I think the surveys show that in the States, at least, it's well and truly crossed that. And so now we're in the mainstream, and you got politicians talking it down, and was it Hillary Clinton saying it might,
Hillary.
disrupt the US dollar as a reserve asset. So even the politicians are bullish on it. So, it's a very different year from 2017. 2017 was like geological age past,
Hmm.
like, this cycle is the full Monty of welcome to, I don't know, the world. Bitcoin meets traditional macro. I've learned massive from these kind of like, traditional macro guys, Raoul Pal, Preston Preston Push, Plan B. They all bring like a lot of the Wall Street games and the institutional side of thinking to it. And so I
Hmm.
myself have learned heaps, right? And it's been a real education this year.